Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to share with you my first video, and for my first video I thought it would be amazing to do a what's in my everyday makeup bag. And I decided this because this is something that I use every single day. These are the products I'm always using. Most of the products I love are products I'm trying out, and I thought it'd just be a really fun video to shoot. Here's my everyday makeup bag. I just have a little bag that's completely full, which I know that's a problem. But what I find so helpful in college is having an everyday makeup bag, because I literally just dump it out on my desk. I can see all the products that I use on the regular, and then it's so much easier. And I do have a storage for the rest of my makeup, but having a secure place where this is the makeup I use on an every single day basis, and most of these products without a doubt I use almost every day, is so nice. So I do have 3 products that don't fit in here. I'm going to start off with the first thing I do with my face. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and I love this. I think it's really great, especially for winter months. You just spray it on and you're set, and that's primed your face. It makes your foundation last longer, and I just think it's a really good overall product, and I just dropped it onto the ground, which is great. But the other 2 things that I do not keep in my bag are the Cody Airspun Loose Face Powder. And I ordered this online because I can't find it in any drugstores, but I heard Tarte rave about it and I had to try it out, and I love this for baking. This is my favorite powder to bake. And then to set all of my foundation and all of my products, I use the Mercier translucent loose setting powder, and this stuff is amazing. By far my favorite powder. It's so expensive that I wanted a drugstore option to bake with because I felt it was not as necessary to use such a high-end powder. Now on to the giant bag of goodies. I have them just kind of in here, so I'm just going to be pulling out things. I don't even know if I can find one. I'm looking for my primer. With the other thing I use, which is the Maybelline Baby Skin, I just put it where I have a little bit of pore issues, which I find right here in my cheeks, my forehead, my nose, my chin. I just put a little bit of this on. It blurs the appearance of my pores and it makes everything look good. For foundation, in order to get a glowy skin, I use 2 products. So I do a little bit of this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone, and I do a little squirt on my hand, and then I follow up with the Makeup Forever HD, the new Makeup Forever HD foundation in Y235, and I mix these together, and it gets you the best glowing skin you'll ever see. Hands down, ride or die. It's amazing, especially for the winter months. It's perfect, and you can also use this as a highlighter, and I just get the travel size because it lasts me forever. For under eyes, I usually use 2 products. Tarte CC Cream, the under eye corrector, which is an amazing corrector. I don't know why it's not hyped up more. And then I usually use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I lost mine. I don't know where it is. It's gone. It's left my dorm room. It grew feet and walked away, I'm pretty sure. So lately I've been just using my normal concealer for the rest of my face, which is the Nars Radiant, the Radiant Creamy Concealer, that one that everyone loves. Radiant Creamy Concealer. I use the shade Vanilla, and I've been using this all over my face, plus lately under my eyes since I'm missing my Maybelline one, which is very sad. Then I go in and prime my eyes and begin my eye makeup, and so I use the Urban Decay Shadow Primer. Everyone knows what it is. I go in, and usually if I'm just doing an everyday natural eye, it kind of depends what I'm feeling, but I almost always use the Naked Basics palette. And my favorite color in this palette is Naked 2, and it's the perfect crease color for if you have paler skin, and it's the perfect transition color. And I use it almost every day with every look. I don't know if you can tell, but it's definitely the pan that has the most use in it. And I love this little palette because I'm able to do such a variety of things with it, and I'm able to use it to darken my crease or put on highlights, and you just want some shades that you can use universally, pick up Naked Basics. If I want to, I use the Benefit Cream Shadow in RSVP, the Creaseless Cream Shadow. I scraped mine so I could get more product out of it because it was getting all gross at the top. But it depends on what I'm doing for the day, it depends on what look I want, but this is a great pinky, almost rose gold champagne color, and it's gorgeous, and it really works to be able to have your eyeshadow stay on longer. I keep 4 single eyeshadows consistently in my everyday makeup palette so far. 2 of them I am trying out, and 2 of them I know are my favorites. So I'm going to start off with the ones I'm trying out. I'm trying out the ColorPop Super Shock Shadow in Famous, and I got this as a gift for Christmas, and it's that gorgeous champagne color. It reminds me a lot of Stiletto's Kitten, and so if you're a fan of Stiletto's Kitten, I definitely recommend it. swatches gorgeously. It's beautiful. And I definitely use the ColorPop shadows with my finger because they don't work with a brush for me. I also have a mini sample of the Buxom Mink Magnet, which I'm so excited to get the full size. I love this. And I love using it wet. It is still a gorgeous shadow dry, but wet. So much of an increase in the pigmentation, and it's so much easier to work with, especially if you're using it as a lid color. That wet is gorgeous. So I just take a little bit of the Urban Decay Up All Night spray, spray it on there, and I have a wet shadow. For my two favorite eyeshadows that I always use, I love MAC Omega. I started off having this as a brow color, and it's this one right here, and it's kind of like my Naked 2 color from the Naked Basics palette, and I love it because it's another one of those great transition shades. This is a warmer brown. It has a little bit of an orangey tint to it. And finally, my favorite single shadow that I own, which is MAC All That Glitters. If you have blue eyes, just go out and buy it right now. It will make your blue eyes pop like you won't believe. This shadow does magnificent things for girls with blue eyes. You won't believe your eyes after you put on this shadow. Haha, get it? Won't believe your eyes. It's an eyeshadow. Moving on to eyeliner, I keep 4 different ones in my bag, which sounds a little ridiculous, but you'll understand. First, I keep this Tarte Innerrim liner, the nude color. It's just your basic nude color, and it's perfect for that inner rim if you want to look more awake. And then I keep the Maybelline line Stiletto, which is my favorite liquid eyeliner. I go back to this every time. I've tried Benefit Push Up, I've tried Stila, I've tried Urban Decay, I've tried all these different liquid eyeliners, and I go back to Maybelline line Stiletto. It is by far my favorite. I keep it in the black color and the brownish black because I like brownish black for everyday wear, and then Blackest black sometimes if I just want to do liner and lip. The last eyeliner I have is MAC Teddy Eye Kohl, and I always put this underneath my lash line, and it really just lets your eyes pop, and it kind of gives a completed look, especially if you have eyeshadow. I like doing that almost instead of bringing the eyeshadow down. I just like doing a quick little brown liner. It's also nice to smoke out if you do brown liquid liner. You can put this on top, and then it kind of smokes it out a little bit. It's a very useful product. I keep my handy dandy eye curler from Sephora that I've had for probably 8 years or so, but it's great. I see no need to buy another one. I lost one of the little pad things. It's an eye curler, and after you curl your lashes, you always gotta do mascara. I keep the Too Faced Better Than Sex and the Benefit Roller Lash in my everyday bag. I usually use Benefit Roller Lash for everyday basis. Sometimes I'll layer Better Than Sex on top of it if I'm doing a more simple eye look, and then I just have a little bit more flared lashes, and this is a really great combination. If you're going out or something, I would definitely say Better Than Sex all the way, do 2 coats, and you're perfect. Moving on to brow. I have 2 products, the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Taupe, and I've only been using this since the eye mats, which is like 4 days, so I really have nothing to say yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. And then my love, the Blonde Powder Duo by Anastasia again. It is great. It is light enough for my brows where it looks good. Plus, it's great because it really does blend in my brows. It's easy to work with. Just take a little eyebrow brush and go in. Also for brows, I do use the Anastasia Brow Gel. I've been using this travel one for forever, and it's almost out, so I did get a full size. I've been using this probably for 6 months, and to say that's almost out after that long, it's pretty good because I barely use any. I just brush it through really quickly just so that they stay in place all day, but nothing too much. Finally, all the rest of my face products. This is my bronzer, blush, and highlight. A lot of the times I will prep my skin for like blush, and I'll use Posy Tint, and that's what I've been liking lately. Just put it on and tap it in, and it really just gives you a flush even if your powder brush were to wear off during the day. I'm trying to give this blush some love again. It's the Stila Custom Color Blush in pink, self-adjusting, the whole like goes to your skin tone and all that stuff. Yeah, that's scary. But if you do swatch it and you do work it into your hand, it does get to a much more realistic color where you're like, oh my gosh, I can actually wear that. And so that's what I'm trying to use again, give it some love. One of my favorite blushes, by far, is the Sephora blush in Peach Fusion. And Sephora blushes never get any real comments, but this color is the perfect peach. It's gorgeous on the apples of my cheeks. I like it when I'm pale and when I'm tan, which that does not happen with a lot of blush. I found that happens with this one and Nars Orgasm, which I'm about to talk about, but it's really gorgeous. Finally, for the blush department, my last one is the cult favorite Nars Orgasm, and if you were to ask most people what blush they love, it's this blush because it's just gorgeous. It has such refined, a little bit of glitter glisten to it, and it has that gorgeous peach, let's see how many times I can say gorgeous in this video, peach pink color, and it really does suit a variety of skin tones. I have the duo where I have Laguna too, and I use Laguna all the time as well. It's one of my favorite go-to bronzers, and I love this duo because it's so easy to travel with, and it's so easy to have in your bag, and it's just a great duo of products. The other bronzer I keep in my bag is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in medium to deep. This is actually a sample size, and I got it with a sample size of the Better Than Sex mascara, and this has lasted me a really long time. I like this because it is a warm bronzer, but it's not orange, and I find that I can use it to contour pretty well or just bronze up the face. I've also been loving the NYX contour palette that I just got, but I'm trying to see if if it makes like everyday makeup bag status. And finally, my last product, which is one of my favorites, it's a highlighter, and this is pretty much what I use almost every day. Champagne Pop, Becca Champagne Pop, Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. This is the most beautiful highlighter you will ever see. I'm obsessed like everyone else. It's amazing, it's perfect. There's so many videos on this product that I feel like it's unnecessary to talk about because you've probably seen them all. Like me, I've seen many. I've seen probably at least 50 videos that all talk about at least one mention of Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. And it's a cult favorite for a reason. It's amazing. It does suit every skin tone. I find it to be gorgeous. That is what was in my everyday makeup bag, and that was everything. That was everything that was in my everyday makeup bag, which is crazy. Seems like a lot, but I do have a full collection. I do take stuff from there, put it back in the storage, take stuff from there, pull it out so I can use it. I definitely am always going through and rotating. The things that really stay the same for me are foundation and like my concealers, because I have to be very careful. I have acne prone sensitive skin, and if I change it, it definitely makes me break out, and that's no fun. So thank you all for watching. Leave a comment below what you want me to do next time. Would you like tutorials? Would you like me to do some first impressions or something, or haul something? And make sure to leave a like, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.